All right, Brett, we are live. Thanks so much for taking out some time, my man.
No problem.
Um, let's talk about your upcoming movie, a Kaiju Glam Metal Shark Attack, right?
That's it. Yeah,
It's
it's
crazy as it sounds. What can fans expect, my man?
well, the way I kind of pitched it to Ron at SRS Cinema was I said, imagine Godzilla meets Detroit Rock City.
That's
uh,
hysterical. I love it.
yeah, so like a bit of backstory is I'm actually in a glam metal band called Gelatin Skeleton,
Oh,
and
okay.
yeah, and we've been, we just did a UK tour and we got an album coming out and stuff, and we just put out an album last year. And so I think Ron wanted me to pitch him on a movie, and I came up with Glam Metal Shark, Kaiju Glam Metal Shark Attack, and he said, "Oh, that's amazing." So so it's kind of my way of getting to do that sort of, you know, Godzilla meets Detroit Rock City with like sharks. Plus, I get to like put some of my band's music in there, and so it kind of combined the things I like.
That's awesome. I was going to ask you about Gelatin Skeleton. How did they get involved with the film? But
Yeah, easy.
boom, that's it right there, my man.
Yeah.
So that's cool. So I guess how much music is it going to be versus we're going to have like a bunch of songs or
Yeah, there's I got an album called Big Trouble, and the album cover kind of is a kaiju theme as well, and we're putting it out, and every song that's on the album is going to be in the movie. So at least 8 songs,
wow, that's
and
so good.
there's going to be performance in the movie as well. And yeah, the basically the story of it is that there's a concert coming to town, and then a kaiju starts to happen, and people are not only trying to run for their lives, but they're trying to figure out, like, is this concert still going to happen? Is this going to get screwed up? Can we go to the concert? Is this damn giant shark going to screw up our rock and roll for us? And so it's like, you really, in the real world, that would be the least of their worries, but
Hey, listen, man, you know what I
Mhm.
mean?
So it'll be a lot of fun. It's going to be goofy stuff. It's like my tongue-in-cheek sort of stuff that people may have seen in like Conga TNT, or like um, you know Nano Shark, or like I do a lot of tongue-in-cheek funny stuff. So so yeah, I mean, you can't really do a kaiju glam metal shark without having your tongue in your cheek, right?
Hey, man, no way. You know it.
Not,
You gotta.
I don't make documentaries.
So the film recently completed its successful Indiegogo
Yeah.
campaign, right? So
Yeah.
what's planned next for this? Like, what's the next plan for this movie?
Well, I have the kaiju suit in my garage as we speak, and I got a
Uh-huh.
guy coming over tonight to try it on, and we're gonna do some test filming, and then I got to cast a few roles, and then so a couple of female protagonists, and then I'll probably start filming in a week or two, I think,
Wow, that's
depending on what.
incredible,
Like,
man.
I haven't gotten the Indiegogo stuff yet, but hopefully once I get it, I can start to pay for the stuff I need to make it happen.
Sure, yeah, yeah. No, I that's incredible, man. And speaking of the Indiegogo, one of the highlights of the film's physical media was that you get this the first time ever the cult classic kaiju stop motion short, the giant brine shrimp. That's pretty cool. How did that come about?
Ron just told me one day, he goes, people are into this Indiegogo. Let's give them something special. So I said, yeah, man, that sounds good. I haven't seen it. I don't know it yet. I can't wait to get my DVD of it and find out. But
Yeah, no, same here,
yeah,
brother. I was like, that sounds awesome. I was like, right away.
yeah, and a lot of the SRS Cinema fans are really into this kaiju sort of thing. So the more the better, right?
Yeah, absolutely, dude. That sounds amazing. So, and you are no stranger to the shark genre when it comes having worked. You got Jurassic Shark, you got Raiders of the Lost Shark, which I loved. What keeps you coming back to this genre? You know?
It's funny. When I did Jurassic Shark in 2012,
Right.
and it was actually the first shark movie to do like one of those pun titles.
Okay.
No one was doing at the time I did that. The only other shark movies were um, Super Shark, the Mega
Right.
Shark movies from the Asylum.
Sure. Sure.
I think they did like the five-headed shark attack or something like that. But
Right.
nobody on my budget level was making shark movies, so I made that. And it started as a joke. I thought of it in the shower.
Sure.
The title. I thought that was great. So I made at the time I made that. I thought that was going to be one and done because I
Right.
was just trying to learn how to do like the Sci-Fi Channel style.
Sure.
And then it ended up going like completely viral and being crazy. And uh, I got hate mail from all over the internet for that movie, and like it was crazy. It was at one point it was the lowest rated movie on the IMDb of all time, like the number one lowest rated
Get
movie. It was
out of here. That's
insane. I swear to
crazy.
God, it's not even the worst movie I've made, but it's apparently the worst movie in the world
People are
at the
such
time.
idiots. That's so
It
funny.
was crazy, but it generated the press and all that. So then I was making other stuff, and then I was getting really cynical, and I said, if I made another stupid shark movie, everyone would want that. So just for fun, I pitched the title Raiders of the Lost Shark. I didn't even have a script, and I had two or three distributors saying, "Yeah, we want it, we want it." So I thought, "Oh, great, now I got to make it." So I made that, and then and now it seems often a distributor will come to me and say, "Do you want? We wanted you to make a movie," and I'll say, "Okay, cool." And then inevitably they'll say a shark movie. So
Right.
luckily, I have a bunch of ideas already in the kitty waiting to go. Um, so there was one I did for another company that the really sucky company I don't even want to talk about, but I did that just to pay for my kids' dental work, you
Sure.
know.
Hey,
And then
that does the trick, man. It's not
yeah,
cheap.
and Nano Shark, which I just finished. We tried to make something different. Like, I mean, I don't want to make the same one every time. I'm not doing what some other filmmakers are doing, where they're just recycling the same thing over and over. So this one, I tried to make it like a cross between like Fantastic Voyage, Inner Space, and Airplane.
Oh
You know
man.
what I mean? So it's kind of like just silly and really goofy, and anyone who hates it deserves to hate it. So that's
That's
cool by
cool.
me.
I can't
If
wait
they're
to
not,
see that one, dude. That one's high on my list. So
it's gonna be fun. If people don't get it, if people don't want to come along for the ride, we don't need them. We got plenty of people who are gonna have some fun and have some beers and get their friends over and have a grand time. So that's cool.
it's radical. Love it. So,
Mm-hmm.
you also, besides directing, you
Mm-hmm.
appear in a bunch of these films. Do you enjoy being in front of the camera as well?
I did when I first started off. I started off wanting to be an actor, and then
Okay.
I would direct my own stuff to try to get myself work, right.
Yeah,
And
sure.
then I ended up being better at directing, I think, and I kind of put my focus on that. So I haven't done a lead role since like 2010 or 2011 or something like that.
Okay.
But I'll show up in a movie if I forget to cast somebody, or if the person doesn't show up or something. Like I was in a movie a few years ago where I played a cab driver, but only because I forgot to cast somebody.
That's
I
epic.
thought I'd offered somebody the part, and then I realized I hadn't. And then am I in any of the other ones? I can't even remember what I'm in. I can't. But I don't think it's been one for a while. I've been in some other filmmakers' movies lately, and that's fun. I like to do more of that.
That's cool, man. I love it. All right,
Hmm.
so I got one more, hopefully it's a good one. Let's how about the making of Puppet Shark? Was that a positive experience?
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. That was like a family experience
Yeah,
where
I saw that.
my wife, who's also my producer, she makes puppets for kind of like a spare kind of hobby job sort of thing. Like it's something she likes to do. So I think SRS came to me. I could be misremembering, but I'm pretty sure they came to me and wanted me to do a shark movie. And I said, "What about Puppet Shark?" And he went, "Oh man, that sounds cool." So I showed him what the puppets look like, and they look like Muppets, like from Jim Henson type style.
Totally.
So we said, "Yeah, that's cool." And then So we made it where it's entirely puppets. There's no actors in the whole thing. It's literally just puppets and sharks, and so it's really silly, and it's very like, I mean, Japan is having a great time with it. They're calling it like, uh their tagline for it is "Open Sesame," and I think it's kind of funny. It doesn't mean anything really, but it's funny. Um, but they like the whole Sesame Street meets Sharks kind of vibe of the whole thing. So,
Sure. I
but it was
dig
fun. I mean, we got my kids puppeteered in it and stuff like that, and I suck at puppeteering. I discovered it's really hard.
it.
So, but it's
I
fun.
was gonna
But luckily,
ask you, what was your biggest challenge on the production? I
yeah.
guess
Oh man,
probably puppeteering.
I'm terrible at it. I mean, when you're in front of a green screen and you're just kind of like doing this, and you're looking at a screen trying to see like left is right and right is left.
Right.
I was just kept doing this the whole time. So, so you'll notice if you watch it, I play the hippie puppet guy, and luckily that character's stoned, so he looks like he's gonna tip over at any minute every time.
That's epic, man. I love
Yeah,
it. That is so cool. So, all right, my man, we got that, and I think let's go back to Kaiju Glam Metal Shark Attack. So
sure.
that's what you got coming up next, right?
Yeah,
And I think that's going to be huge, man. I can't wait for that one. And if anything else comes up, I say let's chat again. But I think that's going to be that's the one I'm looking forward to, bro. I can't wait for
it's
that.
gonna be fun. I can't wait to bring that. The costume with the actor in it is probably about 9 feet tall. So
Oh my god,
I
that's
can't wait
so
to bring
cool.
that. That's going to be walking around my neighborhood. My neighbors are going to be wondering what's going on.
Well, listen, brother, I wish you the best of luck on that one, and I can't wait to see how it turns out.
Thanks, man.
All right, thanks
Appreciate it.
again, brother.
All right.